What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, me doing the should you summon for the brand new Fortnite of Apocalypse Percival, and going over whether his banner is going to be worth summoning based on the format of the banner, the characters featured, and also the kit of Percival to let you guys know, how good he actually is as a unit. Before we actually hop into the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, guys. We are closing in on the 50,000 subscribers, and we're actually almost at 45,000 as of the time of recording this video. I think I'm like only less than 100 subs away, guys. So definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I do appreciate all the support on the channel. And with that out of the way, man, let's go over Percival and his banner and whether or not he's going to be worth summoning, guys. So as you guys can see, the banner is available right now on JP. For global, it's actually going to be releasing on the Monday night, Tuesday morning, unless they do it a day early like they did on JP. And so if it was that actual case, then it'll be Sunday night, Monday morning. So obviously that'll depend on, whether or not we do get patch notes early and if they are going to do what they did on JP. We'll have to see, guys. But yeah, no, hopping into the Percival banner here, let's actually go over the format here. So for the format, it's going to be a 600 banner pity. So at the 300, you have a chance of getting any character on the banner, including Percival obviously as well. And then at the 600, you're going to be able to select any of the characters featured on the banner, not just Percival, but any of the characters as well. This is one of the first times that they've done this on a banner where, even though it is a 600 pity banner, they let you pick any of the featured characters that are available, which that's just something that they don't do often, guys. So just bear that in mind, that like this is a really good opportunity for someone that, maybe you're missing LR Liz, or maybe you're missing Valentine's Day or New Year's King, and you do want Percival as well. So things like that, you're definitely gonna have to take that into account when summoning. But yeah, I mean, the pity is a really good pity, considering it's only 600 gems versus like a festival banner where it's 900. Now actually going over to the rates here, guys, we have a 3% SSR rate, so it is gonna be worse than like a general festival banner where they're usually 4%. But the rate up for Percival is actually a 0.5% rate up for him, which is better than a 0.25 for like a regular festival feature character. If we actually go to the rest of the characters, though, guys, we have LR Liz on the banner, we have Red Tarmiel, we have Green Chandler, Blue Demon Kusa, we have Blue Awakened Mono, we have Blue Camilla, the Green Elat, the Green New Year's King, we have the Blue Shin, and then the Green Valentine's Diane. So overall, I mean, considering what the banner is, this is one of the better banners we've had this year that are 600 banners, guys. I mean, LR Liz being on the banner, Red Tarmiel still being a character that people need to dupe. Both the Demon backlines are, still fairly solid. I mean, they've definitely fallen off as of late, but, being able to get like Kusak for a Demon team as a backline is still really solid. I think Mono's a really good farming unit and does have, viability in like Guild Wars and stuff. Camilla, I would say, is just a bad unit, you know what I mean? I mean, she's just, she is made for Knighthood Boss, but she's just not really good at it. And then Green Elat is going to be a general goddess, buffer. She provides basic stats, so she's pretty good. We do also have New Year's King, which I think is a really strong character as well. Blue Shin is mainly just a farming unit, and then Valentine's Day is another really good unit, being, one of the best haunters on the Demon King battle, and also being able to provide 30% basic stats in literally any content you're doing. So if we're talking just the banner list right there, guys, I mean, literally like 90% of the banner, in my opinion, is worth something. I feel like the only thing that's really not worth anything is probably the Blue Camilla, and then maybe Blue Shin or like Green Chandler. I think everything else has use and is really good as well, so just bear that in mind. Alright, guys, so that's the format of the banner and the characters that are featured on it. Now let's actually move over to Sacred Treasure Podcast Twitter, and we'll actually go over the translations for what Percival is actually doing in his kit. Alright, guys, so we do have the adventure begins, Percival the Boy of Hope. So this is going to be Percival's kit right here. Again, take these things with a little bit of a grain of salt, guys, because these translations are not 100%. But I will explain to you guys what I know, off of using the character, of what I've seen as well, and letting you guys know, exactly what each of the things in his passive do mean off the translation. So at the start of the battle, grant yourself the Will of Patience for 2 turns, increasing the defense-related ability of each specific ally participating in the battle by 10%. Also, when you use a single target skill, you will be inflicting a concentrated attack on the target for 2 turns, and for each surviving ally, your HP related abilities will increase by 10%. And each ally who is incapacitated, you will increase your critical damage by 100% as well, guys. So there is that right there. Now moving on to the actual effects from the passive there, guys. Will of Endurance or Will of Patience is going to be receive 30% of the damage taken by allies other than yourself and immediately recover 50% of the damage. So pretty much like a, Red blue Tarmiel mixture, where, you know, you actually heal mid-turn when you are taking the damage, which I think is very valuable in making, you know, Percival a really strong tanking character. Also, these specific allies, guys, are going to be humans or these 7 deadly sins characteristics, so, you know, you have that flexibility. I mean, you know, for the most part, though, because Percival is a human, you're gonna, you know, lean to kind of running him on the human team, but you have that option to be able to run him on sins, which I think is really, really good. And then for concentrated attack, guys, it's going to be minus 30% critical resistance on the enemy, and then if you receive damage from a single target attack twice in an enemy's turn, they will receive 50% increased damage taken only during that turn. So, you know, definitely a really nice ability to kind of help damage for the team and be able to kill, you know, an enemy a lot easier as well. Another thing to mention as well, guys, is it's actually a backline supportive ability, but only for the defense related ability up here. So I think it's only for this, and obviously like the Will of Patience and, you know, for each surviving ally, your HP related, like stuff like that, like that's obviously not going to be for the backline support, but you do have that defense related backline which can buff pretty much any human or 7 deadly sins team. Alright, now moving on to his skills here, guys, we have the first skill, Lively Combo, deals assault damage equal to 450% of attack to a single enemy. Assault is going to be critical rate times 2, and then when attacking an enemy under concentrated attack, damage dealt is going to be plus 100%. Now in terms of the scaling for that, guys, if you actually click on the card right here, we can actually see it goes from 150, 250, and 450% of attack. Alright, guys, so moving on to the next skill, Immature Slash, deals damage equal to 450% of attack to a single enemy and reduce special move gauge by 3. This is actually the same special move gauge decrease as, you know, like Terry from the KOF collab, or, you know, I forgot, like, what, Green Molassila as well, right, where she does 2 on rank 2. So it's kind of like that, where, you know, you're able to get 2 gauge on the rank 2 instead of just 1 and, you know, a higher damage multiplier. Now moving on to his ultimate here, guys, and this is something that's really nice about Percival. Regardless of your ultimate being, you know, max 6 out of 6 or 1 out of 6, it's going to give yourself 50% increase in attack related ability for 2 turns and 50% damage dealt on the enemy, and inflicts cutting damage equal to 750% of attack power, whereas cutting is going to be the critical rate increased by times 3. And it, just to show you guys as well, the 1 out of 6 ultimate does provide that 50% attack related and 50% damage taken on the enemy. The only thing that's scaling up is the actual damage on the ultimate itself, which makes that ultimate a very free to play friendly ultimate as well. Alright, guys, so that's pretty much the cure right there for the Percival. Let's move back to the game here, guys, and I'll give you guys my thoughts on the final should you summon here for Percival. Alright, guys, now should we be summoning on the 4 Knights of Apocalypse Percival character? In my opinion, guys, this is very dependent on how, you know, new you are to the game, or even if you are a player that is missing some specific units that are on this banner specifically. Now, the situation that I'm thinking of for someone that might actually be worth summoning on this banner is if you really need LR Liz. Now, I'm not saying that you summon on this banner just to get LR Liz at the 600. This has to be something where you are willing to go for Percival as well. Because let's say you do pull Percival along the way, then guess what? You don't have to pity Percival at the 600, and you can actually pick any of the other characters available on the banner as well. So it's more of just like a commitment thing where, you know, if you are going to be summoning on this banner, summon all the way to the 600, and if you do pull Percival along the way, then go for LR Liz. If you do not pull Percival along the way, then maybe picking him up, it could be a good option, you know what I mean, like at the 600, because I think he is a very strong human character. He has that longevity in that, you know, he's a backline supportive character as well. The only thing is right now is that LR Liz is still a very prominent character in PvE and is still super strong. So if you did want to pick LR Liz over, you know, owning Percival at all, it's a toss-up for me, man. It really is. Like, I do see the value in getting an LR Liz right now, but I also do see the value in getting Percival because we're going to be getting a bunch of 4 Knights of Apocalypse related units. You know, maybe this character Percival does work well alongside those characters. So just things to think about, guys, in terms of like how you would go about the banner. Another thing as well is you have Valentine's Deanne, which is another sleeper character that you do not want to miss out on, really. You know, she is super strong because she's able to provide 30% basic stats for any team you're running, not exclusively to like a, you know, a specific characteristic or race. She's able to give that 30% basic stats to any team. She has the attack related buff as well for the Demon King fight, where your cards won't get deleted. She also has a, I think for her stance is a gauge reduction stance, yeah. So when they attack into her, they're actually going to lose their gauge. So another really strong character. Honestly, I think, you know, if I had to rank the characters for who you should be pitying, I would definitely do Percival number 1, then I would do LR Liz, then I would do Valentine's Diane, and then from there, it's really whoever you really want or dupes of those 3 characters, because I think, you know, Percival himself is such a good unit. Valentine's Diane is a really insane unit as well, and then LR Liz just being probably the best PvE unit in the game right now. I mean, very hard things to kind of toss up with, guys, but I mean, that's what I'd say. Like, if you are willing to summon on this banner for that situation where, you know, you need LR Liz and you're like, okay, I want to get Percival as well, I want to get Valentine's Diane, then go for it. I mean, that's definitely an option for this banner. But other than that, guys, and if you're a player that's been playing a game for a while, you own LR Elizabeth already, then honestly, this banner is not really worth summoning for. I mean, the main things you can pick up along the way or even at the pity would be Valentine's Diane, and I probably like New Year's King as well. These characters are pretty good, and I think Valentine's Diane more so than King, but I think right now, is it worth spending 600 gems for a Valentine's Diane? I don't really know, man. And it's also a thing for me as well, like, is it worth spending 600 gems for an LR Liz, because they eventually might give her out for free, right? So it's really a toss-up, man. In my opinion, guys, it's really up to you. If you want to go for a LR Liz or a Valentine's Diane and you don't mind pulling Percival along the way or vice versa, then definitely summon on the banner. If you're someone that's, you know, already done summoning on Escanor, you spend a lot of gems, you're kind of like me where, you know, you only really have like around like 500, 600 gems to barely make this banner, I don't think it's actually worth summoning in that case, because we want to be saving our gems for the upcoming festivals. I mean, we do have one coming out at the end of July, so that only gives us another month and a half really to start saving, because we do have the rest of June here. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It's really hard to say, guys, in terms of what we're going to be getting. But I would say right now that if you're in the situation kind of like me where, you know, you own, you know, a majority of the characters, maybe you're only missing Valentine's Diane and New Year's King, I actually would say probably skip the banner, even if you are missing those 2 characters. They will rerun in the future again as well, and same with Percival as well. So he will definitely be on future, you know, festival banners and stuff. So I don't think it's something that you need to, you know, make sure you get this character right now. It's more so just like he's a really nice and good unit at the moment that you might want to, you know, maybe throw your summons on there and see if you get lucky. Alright, guys, so that's my thoughts right there on the should you summon for Percival. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about, you know, summoning on this banner. Let me know if you guys are going to be summoning on the banner as well. I'm curious to see if you guys are excited for Koa, or maybe you don't even know who this character is and you want to, you know, maybe start watching the anime now that's on Netflix and all of that. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and we'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out and have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.